more personal note, what are your hobbies? I know you're into vintage cars. Do you still collect or drive around?
Yeah, I'm into cars. Used to collect, I think, sport cars from the 50s, 60s.
Any
And
new
collection.
collections?
No, I used to restore my own cars, and now I think I'm restoring more other people's cars. Yeah, so I have a small shop which I have at the back of the factory, and we restore cars there. Um, you know, a vintage, modern. We do the repairs because in the end, right, we have the same skills. The same skills are needed for auto restoration as furniture building. Metal work, upholstery, finishing, painting. When we can't find the parts, we fabricate it ourselves because we have all the machines here.
Okay. What about fitness or staying active? How do you?
Yeah, so I work out regularly, maybe about
Any
five,
sports?
five. I work out 5 times.
5 times.
5 times a week. I try 4 times a week. I try to,
Just
to
in
hit
the
the gym. I hit the gym. Yeah. I haven't found much time to do other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Delving deeper, what about your philosophy in life, or what are your spiritual views? What do you think is the purpose of humanity, where we're going, what we're here for?
Yeah. I think we're here for each other, and I think that these awards and and how much money you make is really not important. I think the last question is, what have you done, for your brother, for your neighbor? And I think that's what's really, in the end, that's how the measure. I think that's how our lives will be measured. What we did for other people.
And I imagine you must have collected many awards, but
Yes,
these
yeah,
come secondary.
yeah. These are all, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, these are important, I think, in the business world, but it's not. Yeah, it's not as fulfilling as when you help someone or you inspire people to be their best, to help them, reach their potential and to find the secret of happiness.
Okay. How many employees do you
We have
have?
about 250.
250
Yeah.
in total.
In total, and those are in-house. Of course, there are a lot of support industries that we use. So all in all, maybe I think 1,000 maybe people depend on what we do here, from our marketing to sales to our subcontractors to to actual people we work with.
When you're designing, do you need to be in a good mood, a quiet space, or can you
Well-
function if, let's say, you're in a
Well,
bad
if you're
mood,
it's difficult to
if you have
function when
issues?
when you have issues or you have a problem. It's really hard. It's hard to function. So
Okay.
you have to be spiritually strong in a way. But I can't. That's for me. I can't say that for everybody because a lot of good designers out there, have wrecked lives and they're still
Okay.
they still do very, very good work.
Okay. Since design is very subjective, how do you find an objective measure on what's good, what's bad, what looks
Yeah.
terrible?
And that's why design education. Another thing I always tell young people is that you have to train under somebody who's good, right? School will not give you that. And so after you graduate, I would say, don't go for the job that offers you the most pay. Go for the job that offers you the best training. Because art and design is subjective, as you said, right? It's not a math. It's not a science, 2 + 2 = 4 anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
But art and design, and whether this looks good or
Could
that's all-
vary from
could vary from people,
different
right?
opinions.
So you have to train. But there are universal design principles which they're uncovering now, which everybody, the whole world shares, right? And now with the internet, we see the same things. We like the same things now. So I think it's more predictable. It's easier today than what it was like before. But you have to train under somebody who's good. Yeah.
Do you have block out moments or
Yeah.
similar to writers, right? They have
Yeah,
writer's
the
block.
creative block. That's part
Yeah.
of the industry. That's normal. So whenever I'm stuck on a project, I just leave it and come back to it refreshed the next day.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you describe yourself as an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm actually an introvert. Although many people say that.
Because you're always in the limelight. You're
Yeah,
always
but I
featured.
do it because I have to do it, right? It's not something that I enjoy. So that's why I'd rather let the work speak for itself. But it doesn't always work that way, right? You can't really let your work speak only for itself.
Yeah.
So and that's why I chose to become a designer and not a singer or or a public speaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite among all your work? Is there
No, I
a
don't.
go-to?
I've been
Or
asked
something
that.
that you're really
There's some things that I
proud
really
of?
like. Some things that there's some things like I feel like the dragnet chair is always one of my favorite designs. And here and there, but they're all like my children. I think it's very hard to pick a favorite.
But what's the all-time bestseller?
It depends on the country, right? So here in the Philippines, the Yoda chair, the one with the sticks,
Yeah.
and then the Chiquita, the one with the poles
Yeah.
around it. The ones over there, they sell very well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a role model growing up? I imagine it must have been your mom.
Yeah, my mom was a big inspiration in my life because she was really the first really very creative person, and she also went against the mold. Everybody was making furniture for other brands, and she decided to make her own furniture.
Her own original
design,
ideas.
which was very different at that time. It was also a struggle, right? Because people may like it or not. So there was always a risk, but she took that risk.
And you
And
managed
she
to
inspired me, yeah.
take it to another level.
Yes.
And you took
yeah.
it global.
Yes.
How was your experience in Italy and Germany? I know you studied there for a time. Was it instrumental in
Yeah, I
bringing
would
you
say
where
so.
you are today?
I would say so because it's a different, in the United States, there everybody loves classical tradition, traditional design. In Europe, everybody loves modern things because they have so much tradition around them. And so all these, I learned about modern design there in Italy and in Germany.
Okay. I remember Brad Pitt bought from you.
Yeah.
Do you still
Yeah.
have many celebrity?
We also have
clients,
celebrities. We have celebrity
Hollywood.
clients. Yes, some we know about, some we don't. But yes, I think we have a sizable Hollywood following, and you see it also in the movies, in television.
Okay. I know recently you were also very active with the art fair.
Yeah,
Is that an annual thing?
that's an annual thing. That's an advocacy. We work, and we did that's with some members from the Cebu Furniture Industries Foundation, and we set up the Visayas Art Fair, and then we set up this thing called Bodega for design for other, for smaller gift items, and it's really for manufacturers here to share their designs with the rest of the public.